Today I'm going to be discussing the Laramie Project. Something that I found revealing about the play was that the members of the theater crew decided to interview people that weren't actually affiliated with the crime, as well as people that were. And in my opinion, this reveals more about the town and the sentiments and the attitudes held, because someone affiliated with the crime would be too emotional to like betray or like indicate their own beliefs, perhaps. And so, two values that I saw through the play are one, anyone has a right to be who they are without persecution. This value is upheld by the crew of the Tectonic Theater Project, Catherine Connolly and Henry Woods, or Harry Woods rather. And the second value I saw was homosexuality is wrong, and this is upheld by various church members in the town, the perpetrators, and then other community members such as the perpetrators' girlfriends. And so a word that I didn't understand on my first read through was sotto voce on page 43. It means a quiet voice or a hushed tone. And the context that this adds to the play is that it's supposed to add dramatic effect. As the judge was speaking at the time, and he was talking about the severity and the heinousness of the crime. And so Laramie is depicted in the play as not an entirely hateful place, like it's not a downright dangerous place for gay people to live, but it's definitely prejudiced towards them. And so the difference between acceptance and tolerance is, in Laramie, is acceptance is like when someone opens their life to a gay person and doesn't affect their relationship with them at all. Like they might as well not be gay. And like tolerance is different because it's like it's constantly, this is the most expressed opinion in the play by far, and it's expressed with the quote live and let live, which is said 4 or 5 times throughout the play. And this quote is meant, it's sort of like meant to express their belief in that like I won't, or if you like leave me alone and don't bother me with your lifestyle choice, like I'm not going to have anything to say about it to you. And the takeaway that the Tectonic Theater Project wanted us to have was that anything short of acceptance could contribute to discrimination and hate, because this town of Laramie, it was constantly expressed that they thought, oh, this could never happen in my town, because a lot of the people weren't hateful. They generally were mostly good people, but they just they had religious beliefs that they didn't agree with. And so I think the takeaway is that these attitudes of tolerance are dangerous and we need to switch to acceptance. And so some of the plot elements that set the Laramie Project apart from Interment Apparel were the many characters and many perspectives offered, the short scenes, and time being nonlinear. And the way that this impacts meaning and storytelling is that the short scenes always have to serve, like they always served a point, or they always express someone's belief. And like time being non-linear and the multiple characters, it kind of just incrementally built like the setting and like the attitudes and beliefs of the town. So like each scene like adds like a little part to the picture of like what it was like to be in Laramie in 1998. And so that kind of like it creates meaning. And so my two questions are, why do you think that the Tectonic Theater Project chose episodic plot, considering that a climactic plot would add more dramatic effect to such like a highly represented trial? And do you think that any of the characters being interviewed were honest about their sentiments toward the LGBT community?